I decided to do a quick live. I got the Divine Feminine reading done yesterday. Divine Masculine is done today. Um, I hope you guys watched them. They were good. Like I said, I tapped into some very interesting stuff for the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine. I know I look like crap today, but I don't really fucking care. I really don't. Hey, how are you? Yeah, I'm great. Um, I just wrote a letter to Divine Masculine, sitting in jail, and hey, I was just talking to OG Lightworker about all this stuff too. Um, this card came out for today, for the energy of the day. Quinn Yin's Pink Dragon brings firm love that resets your karmic balance. And I wrote him a letter, and it's basically saying exactly what this is saying. See all your cords dissolved by transcendent love. Enjoy your freedom. Look for the divine around you, which really speaks of both the divine masculine and the divine feminine's readings for July. I kid you not. And the divine masculine, a lot of the wisdom oracle cards that came out, Spirit told me to shuffle them real well. I split the deck. He said take the bottom of each one. I did that. That's how I got their spread. I really didn't. I only have so much storage on my phone, so I have to be careful about how much time it goes, because if it goes too long, that then has to be like under 23 minutes, or I lose the whole damn thing and I run out of storage. But they were mirroring the divine feminine a lot, like a hell of a lot in the divine masculine spread. So what we were getting, they're also getting, but we don't. If you're in separation, you're not seeing it. And I know if they're a divine masculine who's completely in the third dimension, like mine, no, absolutely no resentment about that. Some people, they just don't understand, they don't know until spirit comes forth and speaks. We can't change anybody. That's one thing we have to understand. That's one thing that we as divine creatures have to understand. We can only change ourselves. We can only do this for ourselves. So I'm going to read the message here with this card, because I think it's really important. It's a fifth dimensional dragon for right now. And see all your cords dissolved by transcendent love. Enjoy your freedom. Look for the divine around you. Quinn Yin was a great and revered dragon master who lived for 2,000 years in China. Her fifth dimensional pink dragons created special portals for her so that she could go through them and rest in higher planes. This sounds a lot like the portals that have been opening for us. This is how she was able to maintain a physical body for such a long period. Quinn Yin's dragons are the most beautiful pale pink color, the luminous pink of the sacral chakra. They will pour transcendent love. Oh gosh. Into any cords that tie us together and to others, whether from this life or any other, in any dimension or plane of existence, dissolving all karma under the law of grace. So, yeah, I get it. Many of us who have been hurt by our divine masculine, we have to show them grace. It it's a law. If we want grace, we got to extend that. Trust me, I did not want to believe I'm good. I didn't want to believe that my divine masculine was who it was because of the connection, how third dimensional he is, materialistic, like doesn't care about anything but money and resources and high Queen of Swords, you know, treated everybody, manipulate, just the whole freaking 9 yards. I didn't want that, but that's that's who it is. That's a good idea. The guidance. I'm gonna try and get this out without crying. Because I just wrote another 3-page letter. Hello, everybody who's on here. I'm not trying to ignore anybody. I'm just kind of in the zone. And then I wrote this letter, and then this came out because I was explaining to, and I was talking to Spiritual OG on here. She's one of my Facebook friends. And the letter that I wrote him had to do with ancestral. Our parents didn't understand what they were doing. They might have sucked as freaking parents. However, I had to heal myself, and that's what our divine masculines have to do too. We can't do it for them. We can kind of nudge them and give them information and say, look, like, it's not a choice. You have to forgive your parents. You have to forgive your ancestors. It's how that love goes through the line and cuts it off. Choosing this card offers you the opportunity. Oh my gosh. Here we go. It offers you the opportunity to heal all your relationships, including those from past lives that you may be unaware of. Ask Kuan Yin's beautiful pale dragons to dissolve the cords that still tie you to others and sit quietly while they do so. You may sense or feel them releasing you completely. Take a moment to feel the freedom that this offers you. These great-hearted dragons will then help you to see with eyes of love. Look for the divine in everyone and be aware of all situations from a higher understanding, knowing that Quinion's gentle pink dragons are by your side. These gracious dragons will enable you to enrich your relationships and transform your friendships. They will help you treat all people with greater respect, care, and love than ever before. Remember to thank them for enhancing your life. You're welcome. Thank you. It's not about, I had the unconditional love as a construct in my mind of just letting someone walk all over me and not sticking up for myself or having proper boundaries. It's not that. I didn't want. Yeah, I hear you. And as a female with having all those emotions, and we get that sense, and especially when you're sensitive, you get those, those loving feelings towards somebody, and damn straight that there's more to the connection than what the other person's seeing. You go into a place of frustration and holding on instead of releasing, and then divine masculine wants to run, and then they run away from the connection because it's intense. I had that happen to me over and over and over again. The person's been in and out of my life for 21 years and still has not learned the lessons. Well, I've been, like I said, I've been trying to just infiltrate um in letter form, because it's easier to get out what I have to say in letter form than in talking to over the phone. I can say what I want in letter form. Hi Chris, how are you? I suggest that you all do the same. Like if you have a hard time with expressing your feelings through you know, speaking over the phone and talking that way, that write a letter and get it out. And whether or not, like, I'm at a place where I could care less if this person accepts what I have to say. Like, it's been over a year. Oh, one other thing. I feel like I've been divinely protected. Um, when he put in the referral for me to be able to go visit him, the prison denied it because I'm not his girlfriend. He put me in under a friend, and he's not allowed to have friends come visit him. Only girlfriends and wives or, you know, family members. So that was the divine protection, I feel. I'm fine with that. I really don't want to see him face to face. And I told you guys that's kind of a little bit leery on it anyway. Until he goes through a transformation. No way. I explained to him about his sign. I explained to him about what his mission is here, as far as what his sign means, what it does. That is, a lot of the things that happened wasn't his fault. Well, that's good, Chris. I'm glad you're okay. I worry about all you guys, especially when I don't hear from you for a while. Um, oh, thank you. I'm not looking so cute today, but whatever, I don't care. I looked much better yesterday. Uh, but I didn't feel like doing my hair. I was like, I don't have to. Um, my grass is mowed down at the rental finally, thank God, because it was like foot high. It was bad. Um, I just wanted to get this out. Like I said, I feel like I've been divinely protected. It's not the right timing. I should not see him face to face. He's still under probably some manipulative bullshit, which I already know. I understand this. And letting go, saying what I have to say, whether he wants to hear it or not, I can do that. And if he doesn't want to write back, that's fine. If he doesn't want to transform, that's his problem. It's not mine. It's not going to be my karma anymore. But those cords are getting dissolved so that we can move into higher realms, whether they're a divine masculine twin, or we very well could find ourselves in a very different union with somebody else very shortly. So you're aware. Because if these twins are not going to transform in this life, God does not want us to be alone. Oh, it's so worth it. And that's what I had said in this letter. I said, I isolated myself after our whole thing for a year, dude. Like, I had to do the inner work. I had no choice in the matter. And I thanked him for being that mirror for me. Nothing but gratitude for that he was able to, and he didn't even indirectly, like nothing but gratitude. And there's going to be good relationships that we're going to be able to draw to ourselves. Yeah, I agree. It's because we're not healing our own wounds and we're not allowing that stuff to come up. And it's a lot of it, our own shit is from childhood. That's what these twins were brought into our lives for, to be that mirror. It wasn't for a love thing. It was a divine connection, absolutely. But so many people have it fucked up and wrong. Yeah. The depression is extremely real. But hey, Sorrow's at the in the night, dark night of the soul, and joy comes in the morning, baby. That's transformation. Sorrow lasts for but a night. Joy comes in the morning. So let's get through those dark things in our own. I know it's. I'm glad you're in. Like, this is what we need to do as a collective. And even if the other half isn't quite understanding, you're you're planting seeds of hope that it can be done. Yep. As long as you just plant the seeds and let God water them, because we can't do shit. We're seed planters, but somebody has to take the. We plant the seeds, and we can water them seeds, but we cannot force anybody to grow. That is on them. That is not on us. Hello, Yvonne. What do you mean? Are you support to keep your question? What do you mean by that? We're all connected. I've seen such a greater awareness over the past month since I went through my Mars and Saturn opposition. Yeah. Well, you can ask a question if you want. I don't know if I'll have the proper answer that you want to hear, but you're more than welcome to ask a question. Um, yeah, we do. We have to acknowledge that somebody hurt us or that we were hurt. You just need a letter as your answer. I don't know that. I'm not even tapped into that right now, dude. Your cousin's brother's crush. Why would you want to know that? Just ask. But the letting go and releasing thing is the hardest thing that you'll ever do when it comes to this journey. And realizing to be thankful for what we have as a collective, the knowledge and the ability to be able to pray. Oh, well. Sometimes I get initials, sometimes I don't. Well, trust me when I tell you, I did not want this person to be my divine masculine. I didn't. After all the hurt and pain I went through with this person, I didn't want that. I was hoping it was somebody completely different. But I did realize that Spirit told me, and we don't have to be with these people. We're only there to be their mirror, just like they were our mirror to wake the fuck up. That's it. It's not a love thing. It's not a soulmate connection. Well, it can turn into a love thing. I'm not discounting that. But both parties have to be on the same level. Both they have to be on the same journey. If somebody's still in a 3D bullshit, you can't, as a 5-dimensional person, they have no freaking clue. I know. Walking away. Sucks. Like I said, many of us want to say, oh, yeah, they very well could be narcissists and have narcissistic traits, and they won't change. But those cords can be dissolved. Now's the time to clear all this shit. We think, oh, yeah, well, then, no, I honestly think we're going to be released of it. And we're going to be able to connect with somebody else who's divine. I'm calling that shit out right now. We weren't put here to be abused. Yep, we had to go through abuse, many of us. Many of us had to be put through a lot of tests and overcome them. But it was a choice that we made to incarnate with this person. Why we did that, I don't know. But we did. And it was to help each other grow. It wasn't to fall in love. Even though many of us have fallen in love with our twins. That's a fact. And we have an unconditional love for that person that, you know, you just want what's best. At this point, that's where I'm at. I just want what's best. And I want that person to, I know. Lots of changes happening within us. And as we shift and move, they should be shifting and moving. I'm not, the only thing that I saw as I shifted and moved was the person who is my twin, my divine counterpart, get tossed in jail, which has given him the ability now to get help. It's given him the ability to have to look at himself. I gotta plug my phone in. Well, prison is the only, you know, and last summer when we stopped talking, Spirit showed me what he was going to do. I knew he was going to go back to prison. I knew at one point that's what was going to happen. I never really spoke it out until later on, but I knew it was only going to be a matter of time. And that was Spirit's way of getting him to a place of surrender. And it's the only way to get him and force him to be alone. He always had people around all the time. Now he has to look at himself. Like I said, it's as of yesterday, he's been in there for 90 days. And he's not getting out anytime soon, as far as I'm aware. And he's looking as, why me, poor pity me. And I understand that. I would never want to go to jail. He's much stronger than I am in that aspect. Like, he's handling like a boss. However, he's not letting his emotions come out. That's what he needs to do. He was told from the time he was a kid that he wasn't allowed to cry because men don't cry. How many men have heard that? That's not true. I put that in that letter too. Crying is releasing and healing and clearing. I told him straight up in this letter, real men do cry. Whoever told you that is dead ass wrong. See, it's easier for me to put in letter form. And whether or not he writes me back, I don't care. At least I planted the seed. I don't care at this point. I'm just planting seeds. The line of communication was able to be opened again at this time. My God, I didn't think it was going to turn into this. But, hey, like I said, Spirit does not. We're putting our asses on the line. You know, we're doing our part by healing ourselves, and we're holding space. I've been forced to hold space. I haven't even been able to get into a relationship after him. I tried. It went to shit. And I knew that person wasn't for me. I put up boundaries. I know what to look for. That person crossed the boundary. Guess what? Deuces. And that was hard to let go. Guess what? At the same time, I'm saying deuces to that dude, divine masculine goes to jail. It's like Spirit's like, all right, you learned a lesson of how to let go and how to release. Now it's his turn to go through some shit. And now he has to face himself one way or another. However, I didn't think that I was going to end up being a freaking mouthpiece. He did say last night on the phone, I'm trying, but he has to do what he has to do. He has to do it. I can't do it for him. That's the last time I actually saw him face to face was well over a year ago, and he made me cry. And if I cry, it's usually because I'm pissed. Not anymore. I cry to get things out and clear. Yeah, it's hard. You'll know if it's right because everything will fall into place, I feel. I'm just tired of people saying stuff and then not following through with what they say. It's it's like Spirit, honestly, I feel has put bubbles around us. That people come in our sphere or our realm, and then out of protection, they run the other way after they meet us because they realize that there's something, either we're being protected as the divine masculine is healing, and there will be a correct union, or we're being prepared for our perfect person, a soulmate, that now that we're properly healed, we can actually, and that person, whoever we're supposed to be with as a soulmate, is properly healed, that it will be a great connection that will help humanity. Like I said, the twin flame journey is hard. Yep. Twin flame journey is not easy. But I don't think it was never meant to be easy. That's why we've been coming back and doing this fucking shit over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Timeline after timeline in different facets of the relationship. That's why I said some twins can be mother and son. Some twins can be, grandparent and grandchild. Some twins can be love. Hi, Nora. Sorry. I had an incoming call I had to freaking dismiss. Yeah, that's how I am. Not even a little tiny ounce of bullshit am I allowing in my life. Yep. I also put that in this letter. I thanked him for showing me where I needed to put up proper boundaries with people. He taught me that. Learning how to let go of motherfuckers who treat me like shit. He taught me that. Well, Source did, but it was through that relationship and that mirroring of the fuckery and all the hurt and pain. I never wanted to experience that with another person ever again. I wasn't going to get cheated on ever again. I wasn't going to be lied to and manipulated. So, and if I sensed it, he also taught me how to trust my intuition. But there was some things even he had said to me when he called last night that I wasn't always honest with him about everything. And I'm like, actually, I was honest with you. And he's like, there were some things that I could see that you weren't. No, I wasn't being honest with myself. And I said that. What you were sensing about me, and you didn't even realize it, was all the pain and hurt I was carrying around from my childhood that I was never able to even tell you about, which I went into in that letter. You think you had a bad childhood? Well, I know I always heard about yours. You never heard about mine. Let me tell you what I went through. Being gang raped at the age of 7. Let me tell you about what I went through. And that's not even the tip of the iceberg. Like that's just one little thing. I mean, I was molested at 4. Like there's so much stuff that has happened to me. And it wasn't that it was my well, it wasn't that it was necessarily my parents' fault that all that stuff happened, but it was their fault in the fact exactly that exactly Queen of Swords 444. I just stuffed my emotions. My God, I had a boyfriend at 17 lock me in his attic for almost a week because I was going to break up with him. I was held hostage. I didn't know if I was ever going to get out of there. Yep. So let's but it didn't make me into a bitter person. It just made me into somebody who didn't have proper boundaries with people from the time I was a kid. And it was because a lot of it had to do with not being emotionally taken care of by my parents. Same with him. I said, you were a mirror for me, for all those childhood wounds to come to the surface. I said, you want to know what? Every time you talk about the stuff, that's your childhood wounds coming. Mm-hmm. I told him that's you need to go into that place. Yes. You need to go into that place, dude. And I said, it's not all your parents' fault. I get it because I had to forgive my parents too for stuff. And it was more of not being emotionally there for me, as I was growing up. But then again, there was a lot of stuff that I was very afraid to tell my parents too because it was shameful, downright shameful. But it wasn't my fault. I was a child, but I still felt that shame. Not anymore. I release all them people. Doses. Letting go. Yep. And those deep core issues end up following you right through your adulthood. And you don't even realize why it's automatic reactions to things. And you're like, why am finally you start to look at yourself and look in the fucking mirror and you're like, all right, he had the same issues going on. And he still has yet to face it because it's still the same thing. Because I hear what he says when he talks. I don't want to hear it no more. I told him, I said, the days of you being a victim for telling me are over. You need to face yourself. And it comes through forgiveness and letting that shit go. And forgiveness it isn't a choice or an emotion. You have to. I told him it's an ancestral curse, a bloodline karmic ancestral curse that has been passed down. I said, and the best thing you could do for your child and your grandkids is let it go and be happy. Like he said in this letter, oh no, the day I die will be the day I'm happy. I'm like, no, it's not. The day you die is the day you'll reincarnate and have to fucking do it all over again from scratch until you learn this lesson. So yeah, I'm tossing down some pearls for this guy. Hopefully, if we all can pray for our men to finally get a clue. Like I said, I did the Divine Masculine for July, and some of them are getting this. Some of them are. It came out in the cards. So, yep, heal it and turn it around. I told him, I said, there's nothing like the inner peace that you have when you can look at somebody and feel indifferent about the whole situation. Yep. Exactly. Yep. Yep. And it's what I've been telling him in these letters. Because in the last letter I wrote him, I'm like, dude, stop fucking calling me. I'm not putting any more money on your books, dude. You can write me if you want, but I'm not. If you're wasting your money calling me, you're wasting your money just sitting there bitching and whining about how your life sucks so much. Do something about it. You have all the tools right there in jail. I mean, he doesn't have the tools as far as like learning what a divine masculine and stuff is. I guess I gotta kind of tell him who he is. But he needs to learn his divinity. It's like we all had to. Yep. And I'm fine with that. Like I said, I feel like Spirit had protected me from seeing him in there. So I told him, and I said, I don't look at you the same way anymore. It's not a love thing. No, I was hoping that you were going to send me a picture or something. No, I'm not sending. I told him I'm not sending him any pictures. Sorry. You don't get to see me. You didn't want to see me a year ago. Why should I send you a picture? And I'm not a trading card for you to freaking get toothpaste and toothbrushes. But this is the stuff. I don't know why Spirit brought all this stuff around again a year later. Maybe it's just a last chance. I don't know. But I know I'm moving forward. I'm happy. I'm moving forward. You know, and I wish him nothing but love and the best. Nope. Nope. And that's fine. Because I can write whatever I want and don't give a shit. I'm planting the seeds now. And he's bored enough, he has to fucking either read it, he can toss it in the garbage. I could care less. I know I'm doing what my soul's purpose is, that I'm doing what's right by him and by me and by source, by God. Bottom line, I refer to God a lot in this. I said, you want to know what? People look at God as like the man in the sky trying to freaking just waiting for us to fuck up instead of heal us and all the trauma. You know, oh, he's not future faking with me. Mm-mm-mm. He tried that bullshit because I said about I'm gonna go get the Game of Thrones. I guess it's over now, but I'm gonna go get the box set. I want to watch the last. He's like, wait for me, and I'm like, wait for you? Why? No, there is no waiting on you. Sorry, I'm moving forward. Yeah, no, he needs to transform. He doesn't need to worry about Game of Thrones right now. He needs to fucking worry about his own soul's growth. I can worry about Game of Thrones right now because I've been doing the work. So there's no waiting on him. Sorry, buddy. He was the one who got me into watching the series. And I love dragons. I love dragons. Exactly. When he transforms, if it's meant to happen, hopefully I can do something for him like he's done for me and be that fucking mirror and say, look, that's it. I want a good, solid relationship with somebody who's solid, not with somebody who's still fucked up that needs to do a lot of work. And it's cool. Like, I get it. This is what the twin flame journey is, folks. I hate to fucking break it to y'all, but it's not all about love and rainbows and fucking butterflies. It's not. That's what spirit's showing me, whether people want to hear it or not. It's not about rainbows and fucking butterflies. It's not. It's about helping each other's soul grow. And he did that for me. I had to make the choice to do it, to do my part and hold space until God brings me my person. Whether it's divine masculine or it's somebody else who's divine. Whoever God gives me at this point, I'm perfectly okay with it. This person will forever be a part of my life, though. I know this. Because he has a fractal of my soul. I will be going through soul retrievals, though. So whether this timeline is closing and changing forever is fine. Spirit will reveal that to me as the days go on. I don't need to know everything right now. I just need to do what's put in front of me every day and do it to the best of my ability. You know, and I can write letters and whatever. When he gets out, hopefully he will be a changed person. Hopefully his recidivism rate will stop. You know, that's the way I look at it. Hopefully he can find somebody who he can finally open his heart to and really care about and love. That's my wish for him. But his days of manipulating me are over. I told him that in this letter. You can't manipulate me no more. I know the difference. I know what boundaries are. Thank you for teaching me this. What you did for me is show me where I was not loving myself correctly. I appreciate that. Now I'm showing you where you're not loving yourself correctly. Let me be your mirror. So I had to bring out the pink dragon because it coincides exactly with what I've been sent. That's so weird. That the divine masculine spread came out. I wrote him a letter and then I pulled that dragon. I might do this every day. Pull a dragon card for the collective. See what happens. So this is an awesome oracle deck. And you want to know who divine, like I didn't even try. I was just flipping through. I did divine feminine yesterday and I was just kind of like, you know, flipping through and here I am, you know. And source dragon comes out for that's the last. Source dragon comes out for divine feminine. I kid you not. It's in the reading. It's the last dragon in the 9th dimension. You want to know who source dragon is? I'll tell you. I didn't get to read the whole part of it yesterday for divine feminine, but it says, be still in the silence. Magic can happen. Be in the moment. In the center of the dimensions, I'm not sure where, I gotta find it in this thing. Because it's like a pure white dragon here. There's an alpha and omega dragon too. And then there's source dragon. Which is kind of cool. There's a bunch of dragons, but there's 5th, 7th, 9th archangel dragons. Where's source dragon at? Dark blue galactic dragon. Here's source dragon. This is source dragon. In the center of all dimensions, galaxies, and universe is an infinite point of pure stillness and love. This is the heart of source, and from it flows the most incredible illumination. As the wishes of source flow forth, the illuminated angels, known as the seraphim, sing Om. The vibration of the master creation at the 12th dimensional frequency. This allows the will of the creator to spread as seeds throughout into the universe. 9th dimensional transparent white source dragon exists purely to attend to the divine will and turn wishes into reality. They step down the light to the ninth dimensional level so that we can access it. They act as portals of light through which we can connect with the energies of the infinite and the guidance. A source dragon has come to you now because it's time for you to enjoy a period of stillness with awareness. Breathe deeply and listen to the silence. Something very scared is coming into your something very sacred is coming into your life. This could be anything from the fruition of a long-held dream to becoming a true master. It is being presented to you now. Be diligent, calm, and focused, and remember to breathe deeply. Breath is the key to being in the moment, and this is where the greatest magic happens. As Source Dragon, as Source to accompany, ask Source Dragon to accompany you on every step of your exciting new journey, and always remember that the present moment creates your future. Source Dragon, the present moment creates your future. That's who Divine Feminine got. And it just flew out. So a 12th dimensional dragon has to come down to the 9th dimension. Yeah, claim that. Something sacred's coming in right now for the Divine Feminine, who's done this work and has been on this journey. And I didn't get to go into the extended message of it yesterday in the Divine Feminine spread because it went like 23 minutes and I was afraid that I wasn't going to be able to get it out. So I got it out now. So if you didn't watch the Divine Feminine spread, you might want to watch that, which goes right along. And you want to know who's mirroring Divine Feminine? Divine Masculine. They have a lot of different cards coming that they're going to be working through. But Divine Feminine spread, yeah. Like I said, and Source Dragon comes out. I didn't read the extended message, and I should have. Because we are walking, everywhere we go is sacred. We have allowed our bodies to become a temple of sacred. And anybody comes and tries to fuck with that, Spirit will remove them one way or another. If their intentions aren't good, look at these people falling away from your life as a good thing. It's protection. It's protection. Yeah, and just like old Gordy. We'll bring him up in a minute. That was protection for me. Because he didn't have pure motives. Obviously, he was married. Disgusting. But whatever. I released that to his own fate. Forgive him, Father. He knew not what he did. Fuck with the Divine Feminine. You don't do that. Ask my other exes. That's my Divine Masculine. I feel bad for where he's at, but I know that it's the Spirit's way of opening his eyes and awakening his ass. And me being able to feel a sense of maybe now he can get the help he needs. Save his life. Because while he was getting all the things he wanted, he didn't feel like he needed God. He didn't feel like he needed Spirit. Well, wake-up call. Timing. I realize how my life has taken such a turn. Holy crap. The karmic stuff. It's like, but yeah. I'm going to put, I don't even know if I want to do a Divine Masculine and karmic spread this month. I don't think it's necessary. I really don't. Because I think I'd be talking to lower level Divine Masculines that are just coming into this. And I don't feel like I'm supposed to do a Divine Masculine and karmic spread. I don't. So I'm going to do the love bonuses. I'm going to start them tomorrow. Aquarius is first. Yeah, we are. I was told that even back when that the connection was too intense. I made him want to crawl out of his own skin. Couldn't handle it. And that's even before I was really awake. I mean, I was waking up in the middle of all that. And the more I vibrated higher, the more I was at a higher vibration and vibrating, and he was at the lower vibration, there was a tension because I refused to come down to that lower vibration anymore. And he couldn't bring my vibration down. And I was different. He told me everything started to go to shit for him was that weekend that he got caught at the bar when I was with him. And I told him we needed to leave. He said that's when everything fucking went to shit for him. I said, I tried to protect you. You didn't listen to me. You thought cutting me out was the proper thing to do, and it was the proper thing to do. I needed to heal. I needed to find all those fucking wounds in myself and allow them to come to the surface. You running was the best thing that could have happened to me. Period. Whether he's a narcissist or a sociopath or not, like, whatever. There's the lovers right at the bottom of that fucking deck when I pick it up. What the hell? It's at the bottom of this one. Oh my fucking god. I can't even make this stuff up. I can't. I don't know. The lovers and the four of wands, both at the bottom of both of those decks when I picked them up. I don't know. There's some twin shit going on right now. So be prepared. I'm going to get off of here. I could return back one later tonight. I am going to start with the love bonuses tomorrow. I'm going to start with Aquarius, and then I'm going to do Sag, and then I'm going to do Aries. So, either way, pretty proud of Aries. They came in third, and my Aries video has the most views for this month, so that's a good thing. Got a bunch of new subscribers from my Aries too. So, seems like every month I'll hit a new group of people. Either way, I love you guys. You guys take care. I will see you guys later. If you want to chat or if you need a reading or whatever, you can email me. Like I said, I knew when the nun told me. I already knew. So she just confirmed. She confirmed and was right. So, either way, I'm happy with the way things are, and I'm happy with the way things are going, and I'm just going to worry about me and self-love and continue on my path and journey. Regardless, somebody's got to wake up. And until that happens, hopefully, I'm not sure. The future's wide open right now. So, like I said, I've been saying it. I actually cut out the whole twin flame. I didn't like to talk about it because I didn't like the concept because I felt like it was very abusive and and it can be. Exactly. We are guided into situations that are only to help us grow and help our soul's growth. It's interesting because religion, I'm going to go on a little tiny tangent real quick here. Religion teaches you about where your spirit goes and what you're not supposed to do and what you're supposed to do. But it doesn't talk much about your soul. Preachers don't talk about your soul and how that grows. Talks about, oh, well, your spirit needs. No, your soul is another fraction of your genetic makeup. You have a body, a shell, a soul, and the spirit. The soul and the spirit aren't the same thing. Hello. We'll have to go into this some night. We'll go get deep. But I love you guys. You guys take care. I'm gonna get off of here. And I'm gonna, like I said, Aquarius goes first. I'm not doing a divine masculine and karmic reading because I don't feel like I need to. They don't teach about your soul. They teach you. Your soul is what needs to grow. They teach you the fire insurance. Some pastors get it, others, and they keep it a secret, I think, on purpose to keep the flock from coming back and not growing to make money. It's disgusting. It's a rule. Make sure you pay that tithe. I'm not saying that you shouldn't give to your spiritual teachers. I'm not saying that. Yeah. Well, they're not doing right by humankind. And it's until you break out of the church matrix or the religion matrix and look at your own soul. That's how you grow. When you look at your own bullshit and ask God to show you where you're screwing up and be yielded enough to allow change to come in. It comes through forgiveness. Forgiving yourself and forgiving others. That's the start. But I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm gonna get off of here. I'm exhausted. I've been dreaming a lot again too, but I haven't really been I usually would remember my dreams. I haven't been remembering them a whole lot. Kind of weird. I've been sleeping a lot too. I don't know about the rest of you, but I have been sleeping a lot. I went and saw Toy Story 4 yesterday, by the way. It's pretty good. My sleep is off as well, but that's all I want to do is sleep. I'm so tired and exhausted. And I don't know if it's with this, like I said, anything can happen right now. Like we're shifting timelines again, I feel. Like something's shifting. We're shifting timelines. And I believe that this lunar eclipse is going to throw everything at a 180. Like the way things were or how we perceive them could very well switch. It is. It's very crazy. But I appreciate all you guys staying on here and talking and chit-chatting and being yourself, being authentic. I love you guys. Blue Flames here if you need to chit. Well, it shouldn't make you depressed. It should make you excited. Because we're going places, ladies and gentlemen. Oh. I'm going to let y'all go. Y'all take care. Mwah. See you guys later. Bye.